cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings.
Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me?
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's always so much fun when these two teams get together, and this game figures to be no different. They developed quite a rivalry over the years. Who will come out on top this time around? It's the Giants going up against the 49ers. With that, let's get out to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. On the call, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the San Francisco 49ers. Here's Manziel. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Uh-oh, Charles, now you get to talk about your old spot, the secondary, very key here in this one.
Yeah, you have to cut me off because, you know, I'll talk about them all game long. Love to see those guys match up and challenge the best wide receivers.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
He's got time. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well.
They were full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yard.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Manziel. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Shift together here from the D-line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Manziel. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down. 4th and goal. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. To throw is Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. This offense has a lot to account for, but at the top of the defense's list is OBJ.
I'm not sure how you really game plan for him, because no matter what you do, he finds a way to uncover himself downfield. And the speed gets it from his mom, a former sprinter at LSU.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the 1st down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He's going to air one out, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
Eric Reid is a safety that you can use all over on defense, both in the box as a tackler and back deep as a cover man.
The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 4th and 4.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught find the 1st down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the 1st down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the 1st down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Flushed out right, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. The ball comes out, and this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get it, push it, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And I think the ball's out, and the Giants have. And it's picked up. And the Giants ready to come out now. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now this time, Wentz will throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Red zone opportunity. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Into the red zone. Wentz. Quick hitter here. It's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. A defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet, did a little toe tap, to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf. Those trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarkowski Tart. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Manziel. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now he's hit and the ball comes out. Manziel lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny United?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out there pretty well the rest of the day.
Wentz. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Over the middle, open is Thomas. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. They got 29 yards there. And it'll be a San Francisco first down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
12 yards there as they move the chains. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Manziel. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Down San Francisco. A great play there. His second touchdown. On the season. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
His throw incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football. But a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more after this. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height Setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They'll come out in the pistol. Wentz now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On second down, here's Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Another pistol look here. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now Manziel. Flush to his right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Manziel. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Back to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. Hey, you. Yeah, you. John, why'd you skip Larry's halftime? I'm just kidding. I don't know who you are. But if you're John, I bet you're pretty freaked out for a second. All right, let's get to the third quarter. And this score will stay right where it is. And now out come the Giants. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Throwing on first is Wentz. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Manziel. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. He's going to wind up and air it out. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They send Thomas out to the right by himself. He'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a look.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. DeAnthony Thomas, his third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Point after now from Catanzaro. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Wentz to throw on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It's caught. Shepard. 18 yards there and a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Wentz again here on second and 10. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, He can stay in there if he's willing to.
And he lost the football. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view.
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play, close things down inside. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Aaron Lynch. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. You have to love and admire the effort because he almost broke free in the backfield, but you also have to love and admire what the defense did. Swarmed the play and made sure he couldn't get anywhere, a loss of yardage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st. Defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
And they'll go on the ground. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brandon Marshall in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. 50-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT. Over the middle to Beckham. It's a gain of 24 that time. And that leads to a New York first down. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all, but the teammates, the other guy.
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2nd down, 9 yards to go.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go. No.
Here's Manziel. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they'll run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you're going to win it. And in this case, they managed to get it done. After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Well, here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Wentz going to throw. Being chased out left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. So with the yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go out of commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that one.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Their big tight end. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. And that will cut this lead down to 13. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. And they'll go with a ground attack here as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2nd down following the run.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Niners, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And we'll get ready for the trek back to the city as we say so long from Santa Clara.
What a great city it is. We're going to have a blast tonight.
Call it Babe Ruth ball it.